Hey guys, Double Wide 6. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. I haven't put out a video in a few days. I was actually diagnosed with pneumonia and bronchitis, so I've been a little bit under the weather. So I'm finally feeling a little bit better today. And today I have a tire to fix on that tractor that I fixed the compression release on. Here's the tire we'll be working on. It's an old piece of crap tire that's dry rotted. I actually chose to just order a tube for it, which is an easy alternative. You can also, try a little bit of tire slime. So, as you can hear, the tire's leaking out, and I don't have the tube here, and I wanted to get this tractor serviced. I already put a little bit of the slime in there and I have a leak, but I haven't been able to run around and get the slime in there. So I'm going to actually re-slime this thing, drive it around, and we'll see if it does anything. I'm going to end up putting a tube probably in it anyhow, because it is some pretty big dry rot cracks. These tires are about 45-50 bucks. It's the back tire of a tractor here, and you can get a tube for around half that price, about $20, and that should take care of your issue. A lot of times the tires dry rot before the tread wears down, and that's the case here. And all the other tires are fine holding air. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the Schrader valve, and this tool here is a tool for pulling out that valve in your tire. And I actually just have I think this is actually they used to make the caps for the tubes, and they had the Schrader valve removal right on there, and I just attached it to a stem. So we'll bring you in, show you how to remove the valve, and you can see the tires already pretty much leaked down. And by the way, if you have a flat tire, you may have starting issues. That was the case on this unit because I just went through and serviced this thing. I made a video on the broken compression release on the unit, and I haven't, like I said, I haven't been feeling too well. So this thing's been sitting, and I tried to start it, and it wasn't getting any fuel, and that's because the float bowl wasn't able to open up because the left side of the machine is leaning down about 2.5–3 inches. So this tire slime's pretty handy to have on hand, especially if you service and work on tractors. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, this, for a tire this bad with this type of dry rot, I mean, really the best solution is a new tire, but we're going to just try it out for video purposes and kind of have some fun. Actually, I'm getting tired of moving the thing around. So we pulled out the valve, and we're going to use our tire slime, and we're going to pump this thing in. It says on the handle that each pump is 1 ounce, so this tire is in pretty bad shape, so we're going to pump in 12 ounces. And the way this stuff works is it's kind of gooey, and it has a bunch of, trying to count here, what's that, guys, about 11, 12, 13, 14, there we go. So we'll put that in there, and there's particulate in there with that slime, and the particulate gets forced out the cracks and holes and gets stuck in there and ends up sealing it up. You got to run the tire once you put that in. So we're going to put that tire slime in there and run the tire. And by the way, I will put links in the bottom in the description to the tire slime, the valve tool, and other supplies for a job like this. And I do have some other videos related to repairing tires under my channel. Okay, so we're all pumped up. Now we're going to take our Schrader valve and we're going to put it back in here. just screws in. And we're going to fill the tire with air, start the tractor, and I'm going to drive it around for 10 minutes or so. Hopefully it holds air long enough for me to get around. Oh yeah, got the helper man out here, and I was able to get this thing pumped up so that it'll hold air. Now the best thing to do is actually drive it around, and what that'll do is put pressure on the tire and then force any of that tire slime out of the crack and you know, allow it to get sealed up. So I'm going to drive it around, and we'll see if the deck works on this thing. I got a couple other little things I need to touch up. So we'll take it out and see how she does. I just finished up mowing. I was just going to drive around the house a few times, but I ended up mowing the backyard. So maybe about 25-30 minutes with this machine. And hey, the deck works, transmission works. I went up and down hills a couple times. Everything's working well. The lights don't work, but it sounds good. It cuts good. The deck's really unlevel. Could be related to tire pressure. I don't know. And the blades are dull. So there's still some more work on this thing. But I figured out all this without having the tube. And at one point I had a leak, and I came in and filled it, and I decided that I would even put a plug in there. And right there I put in a little plug just so that I could continue mowing. The slime works real well. You can see I cleaned up at least the outside of the tire, and it's not really like sticky, so if you get it all over your driveway, it doesn't cause a problem or anything. It'll come right off with water. And we're gonna spray this thing down a little bit, and right in there is where the plug is. And I don't think I'm seeing any bubbles. So that looks good. Yeah, you're not really supposed to plug the sidewall of the tire. But as I said, I am going to get a tube for this thing anyhow. And I use these Eagle tire plugs. They're real good. So between that and the slime, you can do a sidewall, no problem. So hopefully you guys found this video handy. The slime's pretty good stuff because it stays, for the most part, pretty liquid. And you know, you could put in like your zero turns or really any tire, and if you run over, you know, something like a needle or nail, it should seal up on its own. You won't even know you have a problem, especially for these tubeless tires. They make a slime for tires with tubes, and this is the slime for tires without tubes, or the tubeless. So I'll put some links to those products in the description. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.